The man covered his wife's nose and mouth. After struggling, she collapsed downstairs. The man then lifted his paralyzed wife and placed her in the bathtub, turning on the faucet. He intended to slowly drown her. Suddenly, the man slipped. His head struck the wash basin, and he fell to the floor unconscious. As the water level gradually rose, the paralyzed woman found herself helpless. In her desperate struggle, she tried using her barely mobile toes to pull out the drain plug at the bottom of the tub. But in her current state, she couldn't exert enough force. The plug wouldn't budge. Finally, after countless attempts, she managed to open the plug halfway. By then, water had already covered her mouth. She continued pulling at the chain with all her might, but in the next second, the top of the chain broke off. Water kept flowing from the faucet. Half her face was already submerged. Time ticked by second. Her face was completely underwater. At this critical moment, she slowly raised her leg above the water surface, then brought it down forcefully. The plug finally opened. The water level in the bathtub dropped rapidly, and she gasped for air. Gradually, the drugs in her system began to wear off. Sensation slowly returned to her body. She peered over to check on her unconscious husband. The severely injured man had vanished. Blood traces left in the room indicated he had already left. Dragging her not yet fully recovered body, the woman crawled to the bedroom. She picked up the phone to call the police, but when she lifted the receiver, there was no signal. She then attempted to escape outside for help. Carefully, she descended the stairs. The next second, she discovered in horror that her husband had collapsed on the floor. He had accidentally fallen down the stairs. Taking advantage of his unconscious state, the woman hurried to escape. She wanted to drive to the police station. Suddenly, the man appeared in the car. He wrapped his hands around her throat. At that moment, the car careened out of control and plunged into the lake.